Live on the outdoor Facebook page right now.
Awesome.
So I'm going to share this on Facebook on my page and some of the groups real quick. In the meantime, Justin's probably going to listen to country music or do something along those lines. So give us a little shout out comment wise if you're watching. A couple cool things. I guess Justin can go over and show you the two cool things you got there. Justin, why don't you go and show them real quick?
All right, so the first thing that we have game cards today. So we have the blue team, which is the Taco Wars. Taco Wars. And then we also have the red one as well. And so what you guys are going to do is when you guys check in, if you guys pre-register, you're going to be getting one of these. And then they'll go and designate what team you guys have. Also, when you guys are out there, you guys are going to be able to chrono them. Like last time, they have the chronos on them. Gates are going to be open at 9. And then the chronos, once you guys get checked in, you guys want to make sure your paint is ready. You guys are good to go ahead and head right on over and go ahead and start getting chronoed. We'll go ahead and punch you guys for round 1. And we also have t-shirts too this time. We also have our red team TBS Big Game shirt, $10, and we also have blue, and we'll have them at the outdoor park. More, come on.
You got to share
Everywhere, every place.
Justin Live.
Justin Live. This is my big game.
So if you're just joining us, we got these cool game cards, just like the last one, but now we made them team specific. So you got blue, and you can see Justin's got red on the back because of the event that we've got on there. We're trying to always improve these things so they'll be cool for you. My computer is freaking out. We'll take care of that later. It's all right. So anyway, we want to go over some round details with you. We want to show you guys these. Some of you guys already saw the game cards, or excuse me, the shirts. So Justin now will go over the round details with you. So this is the big game shirt he's showing you. That's blue team. We've got red team ones also. $10 at the event. So now round details. So round 1 is going to be location, location, location. Justin's going to tell you about it real quick.
All right, so you guys' objective is that you guys want to go ahead and get all of the locations you possibly can do. What's going to be set up is we're going to have these slapsticks. One team's going to go ahead and be the blue team, and then one team's going to go ahead and be the red team. The slapstick is just going to be like the ones that you guys have seen. There's going to be a pull like this, and a pull like this, and you want to go ahead and have your color up, and that color means that you guys are going to be going and have that location. The team to have all, or if not the most possible locations at the very end of it, win. And then there's also going to be a slapstick at both of the spawn points. If you guys go and take that slapstick, that is normally going to be starting. So if you're on the red team, it's going to have the red one up, and then the blue one is going to be off to the side like this. If the blue team gets it over to the red team and puts it up like this, you guys are no longer going to be able to respawn. You guys are going to have to go back and go and swap it back to your color so you're able to respawn.
And those respawn points on the map, you can see where the red team starts, where the blue team starts. It's kind of that greenish colored marker. That's where the slapstick will be to eliminate your team's respawn. So. All right.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. The round will be 45 minutes. You actually get points every 5 minutes for holding those things too, I believe is what our rules say. So, and then for the next round, round 2, this is going to be our ingredient delivery round.
All right. So the ingredients, what we have is we have some dodgeballs out there. So what we're going to do is each team is going to have some colored dodgeballs. The generals are going to go ahead and start with 3 dodgeballs. What you guys are objective to do is we're going to have some big containers out in the field. You guys want to go and take those dodgeballs and go ahead and throw them inside the container. You can either run up there and drop them in there, or you can go and throw them, shoot them like a basketball. But remember, if you do lose them, however, then you guys are going to go ahead and, lose the ball. You guys can still go ahead and go over and pick it up. If, say, I was on the red team here and Danny was on the blue team, and Danny threw the ball and missed, if I go up and
It doesn't happen very often, by the way.
It happens all the time. It's okay.
So go on.
If you go up, say if I went up there and I went and grabbed the ball, then I would be out. You're not allowed to go and pick up the other team's ball.
So if you touch the other team's ball at all, you get eliminated. So now you can. One thing you can do is people can sacrifice themselves. So if Justin threw and missed, very common.
No, it never happens.
And I decided that I wanted his ball to be farther away from the center of the field. I could actually come up and like kick his ball back towards my base or knock it back towards my base. I would be eliminated by touching it though. So that's kind of one strategic thing you guys can do to move that ball farther away from them. But we just don't want teams grabbing the balls and running them back to their base where the other team will probably never get them again. So, and then like Justin was saying too, you're going to get 3 balls at a time. So if you throw one, you basically get 3 balls in play. So if Justin threw it and missed it and I kicked it back towards my base, that's one of their 3 balls. So they have to either go get that one again if they want another ball to replace that one. Our refs will give you additional balls as you score points. So if if we end up getting one of our balls into the basket, the ref will give you another one back at your base. So that's everything for that one. Right?
And then respawns also. So the respawns are going to be every 5 minutes for that game mode. So what you guys do is, so as you get eliminated, you go ahead and go back. The refs will go ahead and have timers on them. And so every time, the 5 minutes up, we'll go and say, hey, you're allowed to go ahead and respawn again.
So you want to make sure you guys are back at your base at those 5 minute marks because it'll be like basically a 30-second wave that will allow people to come back onto the field, or back into play. So if you got a question, post up. We're getting messages. So if you got a question, post up so we can answer them. So one of the other things too is we're messing with. We're trying to figure out how to clearly mark generals. We've been having generals. They've been doing a great job. We want to do a better job of marking them for new players and whatnot. So one thing we're probably going to try, the generals don't like it, but Justin and I think it's great, is we're going to get some helium and some colored balloons, and we will tie a little balloon off of them. It'll probably only be like a foot or two above their head, but enough so that they stand out. Now, paintballs will probably pop the balloons and stuff like that, so we're going to test it, see if it works, see how it goes, but we're hoping that'll be something we can do to mark generals and potentially mark our squad leaders, and that'll transition us into the squad leaders. So squad leaders, we got a few guys that have volunteered to basically help our generals coordinate the troops. So our goal with the squad leaders is basically to have one more person kind of teamed up with that general to help deliver the game plan for each round. So what we're going to do at DBS is we're going to take those generals, connect them with their squad leaders. That way they can make a plan, and those guys can work together to help spread, again, the battle plan for the rest of the team. Now, we know some of you guys that come to the games, you want that camaraderie and you want to join the fight that way. We know other guys like myself, I just want to go shoot at people and not actually do any objective at all. So if you're one of those people, don't feel obligated to do what these people tell you. If you want to just mess around and say, hey, I'm just here to plink around, right? If you're an objective guy, connect with these guys because you'll be able to have fun that way. So what else, Justin? So I got a little bit of feedback from a buddy of mine. He said that some people don't like it when our airballers come down from airball, they mess up the game. They overshoot people and just do dumb stuff that, the scenario players don't like. So we're going to work to address that this game. And one thing we're going to do is basically when the airballers come down to play, we are not going to let them in until one of the rounds. They basically enter the game when the next round starts. So we won't let them come get in the middle of a round. They've got to wait till the next round starts whenever they get over there. So if they come when round 2 is going, they won't be able to jump in until round 3. That way we can effectively split them up and be able to monitor that a little bit more closely so teams are still balanced and everything. And then we also will be watching more for the overshooting and all that stuff. Again, the cards have I don't know if you can see it on here. They have a little slot for refs. So if they do dumb stuff, we punch their card. You get 2 punches. Third one, you don't get to play anymore. So.
And then when the speedballers come down, it'll also make sure that we can make sure that they're not ramping, so they won't be overshooting people as well. Make sure they're also shooting the correct velocity because the difference between speedball and rec ball, the velocity is just a little bit different.
Yeah, so we just want to make sure again that we're addressing that stuff. If you guys have that feedback, kind of came secondhand from other people to me. So if you guys have any feedback, shoot it over to me. We want to grow these games. We want to make it a great time. We have tournaments. We have all that stuff. This is completely separate. This is for our scenario players, for our weekend regulars. For you guys just want to get out and play some rec ball, right? So we want to cater to you guys and make an event that does that. We don't want these other guys coming in and messing that up. So if you got something, speak up. I'll do my best to make sure that we're growing these things and making them fun for everybody. So many of you saw, I didn't actually load this up, but many of you guys saw that we got a bunch of drums. So we've gotten 200-ish plastic and metal 55-gallon drums at the park that we're building a bunch of stuff with. I'll post up pictures in the group and on our pages showing you what we build out of them and everything. But there's a ton of new cover out at the field. So that's pretty awesome. Like I said, in the comments, or you can even message me if you want, any feedback that you guys have. So we talked about, I think, all the stuff we wanted. Is there anything else, Justin, that you think we should go over here? Or? I see William's got a question, but I'll give you 1 sec here.
Come out and play. That's about it. That's all I have. Come out and play. Have a good time.
So William asked if only the generals will be getting the balls in round 2. So they'll be handed out to the generals. The general can give it to whoever they want. Like, we want everybody to be involved with it. So it's not that the general has to specifically complete the task, but we will be giving the balls out to the general as stuff gets completed. So as a general, share the fun, right? Like, let's work out the team to have a great time. Brent asked if there's going to be a barbecue pit, BBQ pit. We do have a propane barbecue there that you can use if you want. No pit, though, just because we haven't done it yet. I know some teams want to bring barbecues, and that's totally fine. The only thing we ask is bring a propane barbecue. We don't want to have charcoal, just because what happens is it takes forever for the coals to burn out, and then it gets left and starts fires and this and that. So bring a propane barbecue if you want to do that. I'm not positive on the little secret. We're not gonna reveal it, but I'm working on some stuff to do. The last couple of events we've brought some food items to the game, so we will probably do something. I don't want to promise anything quite yet, though. So William asked if the container for the ingredients is going to be stationary or if it's going to move. We are going to move them. The thought is that we got those, like I said, we got those 55-gallon drums. We have some blue ones, we have some red ones, so we'll cut the top off of one of each of those. They are sealed up. We don't want bees to get in them, but we'll cut the top off of one of each and put them where they're going to go to start. As teams score, we will move them farther away from teams they score, just because we want to make it more challenging as the round goes on. So at least that's our goal with that. So, and then let's see. Where will you find? I think, where's Fire Sauce at? Is that Taco Bell or Taco Time? Do they both have it?
Fire sauce?
Yeah, someone's asking where the Fire Sauce is at.
I don't know. I'm a simple man. I'll get them sauce.
Oh, Diablo. They have it in the store, I think. I'm not sure. I personally, this is a little secret. I hate spicy food. So, yeah, it's not good.
I'm not a spice guy
either.
either.
Star guy, so. Anyway, any last questions here? We had something else. I don't know what it is, but we're doing a lot of work out of the field this week. So come out and check it out. One thing that's not necessarily super exciting for you guys so much, but we'll tell you about it, is we do have some containers that are getting dropped off at the site this week for us to use for the check-in process. So there's going to be a container that gets added where the waiver stations normally go. So we can just plop those doors open, have the waiver computers in there. So it's a nice and easy, kind of seamless process to get the waivers done, to then move into the get checked in. And one of the containers is going to be for the rental equipment. So that, again, same kind of thing. When we go to hand it out to rentals, it's a lot more streamlined. So the last thing, this is what we wanted to cover here. Justin mentioned it, is, sorry if it looks funny. I'm looking at my computer screen while we do this. So the gates will open up. The check-in will open at 9. We do ask guys for chronographing. We want to make sure that this game, the last game we started late. We started, I think it was 25 minutes late. We don't want to do that this time. We don't want to punish the people to get there early. We want to make sure that, those guys are getting as much playtime as possible and that we give everyone that opportunity. So we ask that you guys chronograph your gun before 10:45. You guys are welcome. From the moment the chronograph opens, you can start getting, the chronograph will open at 9, but you can start getting your punches at 10. So at 10 o'clock, you can start heading to the chronograph to actually get your card punched so that you're ready for round 1, okay? We do ask that you guys get that punch done by 10:45. That way you can just walk around the field. You'll just show your card with the punch on it, walk on, straight to your bases, and we can get things started, right? If you're late, and we're going to start regardless. We want folks to get the full event of play that we're there and prepared. So our only concern with starting it dead on time is we want to make sure teams are fairly even. We don't want it to be 40 on one team and 100 on the other. So we will be kind of keeping count of that. If it's way off, we may delay it slightly. So when you guys are there, just do your best to get on the field. Be chronographed by 10:45. That way we can get things kicked off right at 11, right? So that's the last little bit I got. Let me read some comments here. A bunch of guys are always early. So the multiple entry point, it'll be the same as last time. So it'll be the same single entry point at entry point 1, but players can go into the chrono to enter the field also. So it'll still be all through entry point 1, but you can either go through the chronograph area or through just the straight entrance. So anyway, if you have more questions, still feel free to post them up here if you're watching the video later or anything, because we'll do more updates throughout the week. So thank you guys so much. Justin, great job. We're excited for the game. Make sure you guys get registered at dbsbiggame.com. For us, we have to put those payments in. They come in online, but we still have to put them into our other system because we're pretty old school the way we do stuff in order for us to make this all happen. So the sooner you do that, it does help us out big time to make sure that we're more prepared the day of the event. We don't have so much at the end of the week to get finished before the game. Also, we just had a big X-Ball event last weekend, which I'm sure a bunch of you guys saw on my timeline and stuff. We've got a bunch of custom paint that is phenomenal. It's a pink fill, super breakable. If you do have some of the higher pressure guns, some of the Tippmans and whatnot, you may not get it through the gun. I'll be very clear with that. But if you guys buy that custom paint, which I'll get added to the online store if it's not already, there is a little bonus I'm going to do for you. It's a secret, so I don't want to post it up, but it does help us if you buy that paint. We do still have the graffiti. We will still have New World. We will still have, I believe we have some silver. We got some 5-star, lots of choices. So anyway.